What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. So for today's video, I'm finally sitting down and talking all about my hair extensions. So I get asked probably, I don't know, like 10 times a day about my hair extensions, which is understandable. Like before I started getting hair extensions and before I had Nolan, who does my hair, as my best friend, I really had no idea where to even begin with hair extensions. I honestly never even thought about getting hair extensions, and now I cannot live without them. It's kind of like a blessing and a curse at the same time because I love them, but I cannot go back to living without them now. So I just wanted to create one place where I can send you guys with all of the answers to all of your questions. About a month ago, I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram about hair extensions, my hair color, and all of that. So if you want to know all about my hair, then just keep watching. Before I get into the questions, I just want to tell you the extensions I have, how many packs, what kind, and all of that. So I use Bellami extensions. They are by far the best extensions I've tried. I've tried two kinds. I don't even know the other brand, and then I switched to Bellami, and they're just the best. The quality of their hair is amazing. I love mostly how they hold up. The last brand I used was really they didn't wear really well. At the end, my hair was looking really ratty and not very nice, whereas with Bellami hair extensions, they tend to hold up a lot better. There's many types of extensions, but out of my knowledge, I know that there is tape-ins, hot fusion, and then the little beads. I've had tape-ins, and right now, my absolute favorite, the ones I've had for the past 4 or 5 times, is Keratin hot fusion. If you guys don't know, tape-ins are literally a piece of tape. You have one piece of hair extension, you put a piece of your hair in between it, and then you sandwich another piece of hair extension on top. For these hair extensions, you can reuse the hair. All you have to do is move the extension up when you get them redone. So you reuse the hair if you do tape-ins. I don't know anything about the beads, so I'm just not going to talk about them because I don't want to give you wrong information. But the kind I have, hot fusion, you cannot reuse the hair. So once you use the hair, you have to throw it out and buy new hair. But in my opinion, I would never use tape-ins again after having hot fusion for a few reasons. The first is that I find tape-ins get really sticky at the top, and in my personal experience, they slide down your hair. They look flawless at the beginning, but as they grow out, they kind of look like extensions. Although you can reuse them, you have to get your hair done more often, and as someone who just hates getting my hair done, it's a no-go for me. I find hot fusion, which is where your hairdresser will take a piece of hair and use this little hot tool to melt the extension onto your hair. I'll get into damage and all of that because I know what you guys are thinking later on. For example, this is one bond of extension. So there's my hair in it, and then the extension is bonded to the hair with keratin, and this is one piece of extension. Getting keratin hot fusion extensions installed on your hair takes way longer than tape-in, but you don't have to do it as often, and I just find the way they grow out a lot better. I will put the color in the description of what I use because I don't know the exact color. If I'm being honest, I have to ask my hairdresser. At Hair by Nolan on Instagram is who does all of my hair. I have to ask him the color, and I will leave that all in the description. The hair length that I have is 22 inches. I think I would be fine with 20, but Nolan just insists on 22 inches. I do have him layer and cut them. He is the best at making extensions flow with your natural hair, even if you have really short hair, because my hair on the top, my own hair, is this long. Oh, and the last and most important thing, I have 6 packs of extensions in my hair. You buy extensions in packs, and I have 6. I started off with 4 when I was first getting my extensions done. 6 packs is perfect for me because I love a full head of hair, but again, it really depends on whether you want less hair or if you want more hair. If you have more hair, you might need more packs of extensions, so you really have to talk about that with your hairdresser and see what you need for your specific head. That covered all of the basics about what I have. Again, I will put all of that information down below. So now let's get into the questions. The first question is it very high maintenance? How often do you have to get them done? What's the length you have, and how many bundles? So I answered the last two. Is it very high maintenance? In the sense of going to get them done, no, because I get them done around every 4 to 5 months. So basically twice a year I get them done. It does take quite a long time when you get them done, but then again, you're only really getting them done twice a year if you have the kind of extensions that I have. You can get them done sooner and you can even prolong it. I get them done every 4 to 5 months, but my mom has gone 6 months. I don't recommend going or waiting that long, but you really only need to do them twice a year. So in that sense, no, I don't find it high maintenance, but like in general, I'm kind of a high maintenance kind of person when it comes to my appearance. I am the type of person where I get ready almost every day. I do my hair, I curl my hair, I put makeup on. I enjoy kind of those high maintenance thing, like doing my nails and taking the time on my appearance and all of that, although my tan right now would suggest otherwise. In that sense, I don't find it high maintenance because I was doing that even before. So I was curling my hair, doing treatments on my hair, and doing all that before, so there was really no adjustment period for me. If you're someone who doesn't enjoy doing your hair or don't like being kind of high maintenance in general, I wouldn't really suggest hair extensions because it's just like something extra you have to do, if that makes sense. But in my life, I didn't notice any difference. The most asked question is about price. So this person asked, how much can I expect to pay for them? How long do they last? How do you wash your hair? And have you experienced breakage? It's not like a set price for every single person. So it really depends on what you need, how much hair you need to have installed, and what kind you get installed. I asked Nolan this because Nolan doesn't charge me full price because he's my best friend and I promote his business and all that. He doesn't charge me full price, but I did ask him like the going rate, and it's on average around $300 per pack, but that could be less depending on what kind of bonds he puts. He puts like normal size bonds at the bottom of my head, but as he goes up, he cuts the bonds in half and he puts smaller bonds at the top so they're not as big and bulky. So if he does that, it might be more expensive. So it really depends, but you can expect to pay around $300 per pack. And even if he didn't give me a discount, which I'm so thankful and grateful for him doing that, I would pay full price because that's how obsessed I am. How long do they last? So like I said, they last between 4 to 5 months. I try to get them done around 4 months, so either like 2 or 3 times a year, but you can totally go 5 months. Don't tell Nolan I said that. How do you wash your hair? I wash my hair exactly the same as when I didn't have extensions. And have you experienced breakage? You have to remember that when extensions are in your hair is stuck in the bond, so any piece of hair that comes loose from your head is stuck in that bond. So when you're taking the bonds out, you may think, oh my god, I'm losing so much hair, but in reality, it's the hair that has fallen out already, but it was just stuck in the bond and couldn't like fall on the floor. When you're taking them out, you feel like you're bald because I'm used to having all this hair and it's so thick and luscious, and then I'm going to kind of just like normal people hair because most people don't have like super thick hair like this, and if you do, you are super blessed and I'm so jealous. But when I go back to my normal hair, I feel bald when in reality it's just like the hair I had before. So no, I haven't experienced any breakage. I haven't noticed like there's no bald spots on my head. Sierra. Hey, Sierra's my sister's best friend, by the way. What do you use to style your hair? Do you use any kind of leave-in? So I want to talk about the products I use in my hair. They're in my shower and basically all throughout my house. So I'm going to post pictures instead of holding them up because I don't want to like get all wet and they're, you know, I'm just lazy, okay? I'm lazy. So to style my hair, I really only use these 2 curling irons, the 1-inch curling iron from Hot Tools, and I don't know the brand of my other curling iron because Nolan gave it to me, but I will link the Hot Tools one. It's 1 1/4 inches. So I use those 2. Today's first day hair, so my hair is looking kind of like a mess. I absolutely despise first day hair, but those are really the only 2. And if you watch my balayage at home video, I show you guys how I curl my hair. Do you use any kind of leave-in? So now I want to talk about all of the products I use on my hair on a daily basis. To shampoo and condition my hair, I kind of alternate between 4 different shampoo and conditioner sets. I know I'm very extreme. The first is Nioxin. Nioxin I use only on the top of my head, not the bottom, because I don't want my hair to grow extra fast, extra long where my extensions are, because I'll just have to get them done more often. Nioxin is a treatment for your hair that helps your hair grow. Let me just tell you, it works. I've used this in the past and it made my hair grow like a freaking weed, okay? It's just so good. I use treatment number 3 only on the top of my hair, and then I'll wash the rest with a different shampoo and conditioner. I absolutely love it. It makes your hair really soft. My boyfriend is obsessed with it. It leaves your hair feeling really like clean, and it kind of feels like minty and tingly. I don't use it every time I wash my hair, but like once a week I'll use it because I am trying to grow my hair longer on top because it's damaged from bleaching it. The second set is this Naissant, I think that's how you say it, purple shampoo and conditioner. Elle Bangs on YouTube. If you don't watch her and you have any questions about your hair, you need to. She talked about this purple shampoo and I ordered it on Amazon. I'll leave it linked as well as everything I talk about down below. And it is the absolute best purple shampoo. I'll leave the shampoo on for like 2 or 3 minutes and then I'll put the purple conditioner, which is very important if you're doing like an at-home color treatment. And I'll leave that on for like 4 to 5 minutes. The third shampoo and conditioner I use is the Sol de Janeiro shampoo and conditioner. I absolutely love it. And the fourth is the Gisou shampoo and conditioner, which I also really love. If you're ordering from Canada, be careful because you will get hit with duties. Now, in terms of after shampoo and conditioner, every night I put this on. It's the Keratin night treatment. It's a treatment you don't have to wash off. You wake up and your hair just feels so soft. I don't put that all over my extensions. I only put that on my real hair because that is expensive, and yeah, I don't need it on my fake hair. In terms of leave-in, I use the Gisou primer and the Gisou oil, and then I also use, what the hell is it called? I'll put a picture of it right here. I don't know the exact name. Nolan got it for me and was like, use this. So I use that every time I wash my hair. And those are really the only products that I use. But trust me, that night serum is like a lifesaver. All right, so this person asked, would they work if your hair is on the curlier side? My extensions, so the Bellami extensions, have a wave to them. They're not pinned straight. If I blow dry them, they'll be straight. But if I let them air dry, they kind of like go with my natural hair texture, which is like a slight wave, but like not really. My natural hair is like slightly wavy in certain parts, straight in others. It's like a whole mess. Bellami does have a curly hair extension option. So I have never seen them. I've never tried them. In personal experience and what I've discussed with Nolan, if you were to get extensions, he suggests doing a keratin treatment beforehand. Sure, you can get extensions when you have curly hair. You'll have to style them more. So he suggests getting a keratin treatment and then getting extensions if you have curlier hair. The next question is, do they feel heavy? When you first get them, I'm not gonna lie, they do feel heavy. The first time you wash your hair, you're gonna be like weighed down, but you do get used to it, just like with anything else. So this next question is, how do you maintain and take care of them? I wear clip-ins every day and I feel like even though I paid over $800 for them, they're constantly getting knots, and oh my god, it's so bad when it's hot. They look like death. Okay, so if you wear clip-ins every day, I would 100% recommend you look into permanent extensions. That just seems like a lot of work. Like these, you get up, you style them like your own hair. You don't have to worry about clipping them in. Kind of just is like your own hair. You know what I mean? Maintaining them is very much like maintaining your own hair. You want to moisturize it, you want to take care of it, you want to brush them out, make sure they're not knotted. But if you are using extensions every single day, 100% look into permanent extensions. It will change your life, like trust me. Okay, so this next question was asked by my friend Steph. Hey Steph. She said, how do you avoid getting knots? I always end up having some kind of dread at the back. Yes, I had this. The last time I had my extensions in, I had them in for longer than usual. I had them in for like 5 months, and I developed these dreads at the back of my head, and Nolan wanted to literally strangle me because taking them out is like a lot of work. So what I do is I take a brush like this, which has a lot of my hair in it, I'm so sorry, which has like these bristles and then like these longer bristles. You can get them in like winners, and I'll just go through and brush them like before I go to bed. Specifically at the end of the day, I'll go through and kind of just brush them. It kind of pulls. It doesn't feel the greatest, but as long as you like go through and brush them out, and then I'll go through at the end, like before I go to bed, and just make kind of like pull them apart and make sure none of them are like knotting together, and that has really helped me. This next question is, do you ever wear your hair up in a ponytail or bun, and if so, how do you manage to put your hair up without being able to tell you have extensions on? Okay, so this is a great question because I struggled with this a lot. And this is another tip I forgot to mention. My extensions are rooted, meaning this bottom color is light, but if I lift up my hair, you'll see they get darker at the top, and that's because they're rooted extensions. So the bonds at the top are the same color as my hair, whereas the bottom gets a lot lighter, and that is how you're able to do updos. I wear ponytails all the time with this set of extensions for that reason, because you can't see them. They're virtually kind of invisible when you put your hair back, especially if you kind of do like a low pony. I do like a mid pony, because they're the exact same color of your hair, and unless you're really up in someone's ponytail, you can't really see them. You just have to take a little bit of extra time and maybe like smooth it out and make sure that they're not like out in the open, but if one like slips through, you're not going to see it. The last set of extensions I had, the lighter pieces were not rooted, and there was no way I could put my hair up just because I looked like a skunk. Does your hair ever get itchy? My tape-ins make my scalp so itchy. No, tape-ins did make my scalp itchy and also sticky. Like I said, these don't make my head itchy at all. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. I'm trying to like screenshot the questions and like read them at the same time. So for someone who has a limited budget for hair every month, would dyeing it or getting extensions be a better option? Some people don't want long hair. Some people don't dye their hair. So it really depends. But if you want to do both, I would recommend going for a balayage hairstyle where you only really need to dye your hair once or twice a year. Like, I'm not even kidding. Balayage is the least maintenance hair color because it's meant to be like looked grown out, and so like if it grows out, it's not like you have roots and like it looks like you need to get your hair done, right? So go for a hairstyle or hair color that you don't need to do every single month. And the same thing with extensions, you don't need to do them that often. If you were to pick one or the other, it really depends what is more important to you, but that's what I would do. In terms of extensions, maybe if you wanted to try them, I would do tape-ins because they're a little bit less expensive and you can use them. I think they're less expensive, although I'm not too sure. And you can use them over and over, so you don't have to continue buying new hair. How do you sleep with them in? Do you cover them to protect or just sleep with your hair up over pillow? I'll either sleep with them in like a low pony with a scrunchie, or I'll just sleep normally. I have a stuck pillowcase, so I'm not really worried about them. I just really sleep normally, but I think Nolan recommends sleeping in like a low loose pony with a scrunchie. All right, so I went through the questions. I feel like I've answered the majority. There were a lot of repeated questions, so I hope I answered. If you have any other questions, leave them down below and I'll answer them in the comment section. I hope this helped you guys. I will also leave all of the details about my extensions listed down below and what to ask your stylist if you want hair like this. Also ask DM Hair by Nolan on Instagram if you have questions about extensions, or book a consultation with him. He is the absolute best. The only person I let touch my hair besides myself. You guys know I just balayage it myself at home. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for new videos every single week, and I'll see you guys back here next time.